That was the convent bell from 60 years ago. It still does a good job, doesn't it? Let me welcome you all here to our 60th anniversary year here at Wisdom House. It's a delight to see all of you here. I'm Sister Rosemary Greco, and I've been the director of the center since 1990. So it's been a little while, but it brought us up to this wonderful 60th year, and almost all of you here have had a significant part in bringing us to this day. So thank you for coming to this celebration, because you've all been a part of the story of Wisdom House and of its evolution over these 60 years. Some of that evolution is seen in the purpose of this place and in the way it's been perceived by others. The original intent of this place, obviously, was a convent for the nuns. It was a type of cloistered monastic setting for nuns, set apart from the outer world, coming away. No one else was really encouraged to come here. And that was exactly what the perception was. This was the place on the hill for the nuns only. And I think that was part of our challenge over 60 years, to let it be known that this is a place for everyone. And I hope that we've been able to do that. These 6 decades of evolution were not without revolution, both in our world, in our church, and in particular in the American culture. This evolution invited us here at Wisdom House especially to open ourselves to others and to welcome and befriend diversity, which truly expresses the presence of divine wisdom in our midst. And so Wisdom House opened its doors. And you represent some of those people whose friendship has supported Wisdom House over these 6 decades. You have created a life-giving network of relationships for us and with us. And this has really meant the world to us. You who supported us, some of you are here. You are Daughters of Wisdom. You are local clergy, the staff of Wisdom House, program presenters, members of the Chamber of Commerce of Northwest Connecticut, members of the Litchfield Area Business Association, civic leaders, particularly of our town of Litchfield, academic institutions, especially the University of Connecticut with its Litchfield County Writers Project, and Fairfield University through its Catholic Studies Department. Local foundations have also been supportive to us, particularly the Sear Toss Foundation, the Community Foundation of Northwest Connecticut, and Thomas Savings Bank Foundation. Area media, WZBG and cable TV, WJMJ, and the local newspapers. And we also treasure the support of our community banks, Northwest Community Bank, Torrington Savings Bank, Litchfield Bancorp, and especially the First National Bank of Litchfield, who watched over our funds right from the beginning, from 1949. Wow. Even though we didn't have much at that time, we don't have much today, they're still taking care of it. And finally, to thank the many local people and families who have been employed here over the decades. You've all left a mark on this place. And so in the name of the Daughters of Wisdom, I thank you very sincerely for bringing us to our 60th anniversary. As part of tonight's celebration, we want to highlight the meaning of divine wisdom, who holds, supports, and nourishes the friends, activities, and endeavors of Wisdom House. What we will now have are 3 wisdom proclamations, followed by a sung refrain. Our song leaders are Helen Falcone and Jean Hinkson. They will lead us in a refrain, and you're all invited to join in that. And the 3 wisdom proclamations will be given by Joseph Greco, the president of First National Bank of Litchfield, and really no relationship, although I think we must be cousins. Reverend Father Tucker, pastor of St. Anthony's Parish in Litchfield. And that's the church where, before we had a large enough chapel, the sisters used to make their profession of vows in that church. And so it's had a long time connection with us here at Wisdom House. And then the 3rd proclamation from Sister Ann Gray, who is the province leader of the Daughters of Wisdom. So they will proclaim that wisdom is a priceless treasure, wisdom renews all things, and wisdom knows the past and forecasts the future. And so for our first proclamation, Joseph Greco.
Thank you, sister. Can everyone hear me? Lord knows I could use a relative like you in my family. Owe no one anything except to love one another. Blessed is the one who finds wisdom and the one who gains understanding. For the gain from wisdom is better than the gain from silver, and her profit is better than gold. Wisdom is more precious than jewels, and nothing you desire can compare with her. Long life is in her right hand, and in her left hand are riches and honor. The way of wisdom is pleasant. The paths of wisdom are full of peace. A generous person will prosper. Those who refresh others will themselves be refreshed. Blessed the holy wisdom.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Wisdom is quicker to move than any motion. She pervades and permeates all things. She is a breath of the power of God and an image of God's goodness. Wisdom can do all things. She is unchanging. She makes all things new. In each generation, she passes into holy souls. She makes them friends of God and prophets. For God loves those who live with wisdom. She is more splendid than the sun and outshines all the constellations. Compared with light, she takes first place. No evil or darkness will triumph over wisdom. Blessed be holy wisdom.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
I have searched for wisdom since my youth, and I fell in love with her. Her closeness to God lends luster to her noble birth, for God has loved her. She chooses the work that God is to do. If in this life wealth be a desirable possession, what is more wealthy than wisdom, whose work is everywhere? Or, if it be the intellect that is at work, where is there a greater than wisdom, the designer of all? Or, if it be virtue that you love, why, virtues are the fruit of her labors. Or, if you are eager for wide experience, she knows the past and forecasts the future. There is nothing better than to be in the company of wisdom. Blessed be holy wisdom.
Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be.
Thank you all. And let us now enjoy the sights and sounds of 60 years. What we will see are sights and sounds that portray the diversity of people and the diversity of events at Wisdom House and in our world. And so could we dim the lights?